Hey!
We're live.
We are live, my
Right.
friend. Welcome to the Russ and Dame Show.
For December 14th,
Yeah.
2019.
Live.
We're live,
on
pal.
YouTube.
Yes.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We're here again, folks.
Yes.
We're in a little bit of a mood today.
I'm in a great mood.
I'm in a great mood too, but I'm
a little down.
I want to pay tribute
Yes.
to one of the great actors
Yes.
of our time. One of the great Italian actors of our time, Italian American, Danny Aiello.
Yes. Rest in peace, Danny.
Rest in peace. He was a star. He was a star of Say Anything. He was a star of Once Upon a Time in America. Not Say Anything. Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, Do the Right Thing.
Sorry about that. Yeah. He was in Hudson Hawk. He was in, let's see, what else? The Professional. He was in a lot of great films, and we're gonna miss him a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we were big fans of his work. And rest in peace, Danny.
Yes. Rest in peace. Here's to you. Gotta talk louder.
Okay, I am going to talk louder. We just wanted to say that to start off the show today.
He's with his son now.
Yes, he is. They were great champions of the Lustgarten Foundation.
Yes.
A wonderful fundraiser, and we are going to miss him. He was a great talent, and I've really enjoyed watching his movies over the years. My favorite was Hudson Hawk, to tell you the truth, and with Bruce Willis, because it showed his comedic side too. And
I've yet to see that movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah,
you'd love it.
I definitely gotta watch
it. It's one of the great buddy films. At least I thought so.
Great movie.
So rest in peace, my friend.
You'd be surely missed.
Yeah.
You know.
So today,
yes,
on the Russ and Dame Show.
Well, that's why I'm a little down.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah. We're gonna do a spoiler review of The Irishman.
Yes.
We finally both saw it over the course of the week.
Yes.
And we're letting you know right now, that if you haven't seen it, turn off. You don't have to watch this because there will be spoilers in this episode. All right?
Spoil.
In 5,
Alert.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like a 3.5 hour movie.
Wait. Let's let the audience know where they could see it.
You could see it on Netflix.
Yes, Netflix.
Okay.
The Irishman, starring Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci, Al Pacino,
Harvey Keitel.
Yeah. The cast, Ray Romano.
Yes.
Unreal cast.
Oh.
Unreal cast.
They were showing it. Oh, very nice graphics.
Yes.
It's this guy right
I
here.
hope you guys like that.
It's this guy right here.
Bam.
Yeah. They were playing it at the Cinema Arts Center here in Huntington. I didn't go there. I was way too busy, but I did. I was able to watch it on Netflix.
I tried to pencil it in.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Yeah, and you know what? In the grand scheme of things, Scorsese, I don't ever believe had a 3.5 hour movie. He's had long movies. Raging Bull was long. I don't think it was 3.5 hours. So in the grand scheme of things, I was really happy that I was able to watch it in my own home, and to have some Chinese food and enjoy it that way.
I laid down. I took about 4 cigarette breaks.
Yeah.
It was
We
Saturday night.
We talked in between.
Yeah,
we talked at some intermissions and stuff.
like a genuine couple.
Yeah. Partners. Yeah.
Ooh, guess what?
Yeah.
What party are you up to?
He just bought it in the barbershop. Oh my God, Dave. Oh shit.
I gotta say though.
Yeah.
All right. I truly am a little disappointed at certain things. Okay, a little disappointed. Not gonna lie.
I am too, buddy.
I'm a little disappointed, but there were a few characters that I did like, and I thought fit great.
Yeah.
Sebastian Maniscalco playing Joey Gallo.
Yeah. Yes, he was good.
Perfect.
Yeah, he was good.
It was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, he nailed it.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. He had the personality. He had just everything.
Yeah.
The attitude, the way he walked.
The look, the sunglasses.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And there's a true fact in the movie too when he walks into the Robert F. Kennedy the meeting and everything.
Yes.
Right. He looks at the carpet and said, "This be good good for craps or
Yeah,
card game or something.
Yeah,
This
right.
carpet be good for a card game. That
Yeah.
actually is true. You know. So I thought he did great.
Yeah.
I thought Pesci did great.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah. It was great to see him again
Yeah.
in general.
Oh yeah, he came
You
out of
know,
retirement.
Loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Came
He's
out of
great.
retirement,
Yeah.
and it was great.
Yeah.
You know, I thought those characters were good.
Yeah.
And they were pretty spot on.
Yeah.
You know, Russell Buffalino, the real person, was known as like the Quiet Don and this and that, and what?
Russell Buffalino.
Yeah, he liked that it was Russ.
Yes.
Being Russ. So Russell Buffalino was known as the Quiet Don. So he's very, very quiet, very laid back.
I'm quiet,
You
too.
know,
Quiet.
you are
Quiet.
very quiet. It's kind of scary.
Go ahead.
But so yeah, that fit.
Yeah.
That worked.
Yeah.
As far as De Niro and Pacino, no.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, like, do you think that they fit the bill or no?
So basically, it was. I think, and I was telling you this from jump, like because it was on Netflix, and it's really odd to see with a master like Scorsese. I think that this is the first time that we've ever really gotten to see him with more of a gloves-off approach, because with Netflix, it was a 3.5-hour movie. He didn't have that creative freedom and liberty, even though he was Scorsese, with any other movie he ever made.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, even though it was 3.5 hours, almost a miniseries isn't necessary for this movie.
No, not a minute.
So
and it would just drag.
3.5 hours, and I heard other people critique this movie, and I heard them say it too. Like I watched the Collider Report, and they were saying like the same thing. I don't think 3.5 hours was necessary, and it was weird to see from such a master and a master editor in Thelma Schoonmaker. Thelma Schoonmaker edited all of his movies. She's done a tremendous job, but I thought that it was lacking in some of the sequential like elements that have made his movies famous. Just the long sequences. There was narration, but there wasn't narration over the entire movie. Now let's get to like De Niro and Pacino and all of that fun stuff.
Well, I think that they said they used a lot of de-aging techniques in this movie.
Yeah, we could start there.
And
it wasn't quite Robert Downey Jr. in Avengers. Captain America.
it wasn't.
Civil War. Robert Downey Jr. They had it for anybody. I don't even know if Damien's seen this, but Robert Downey Jr. was in Captain America: Civil War, and they had a really long.
Yes, I did. Me and Kathleen watched that.
They had a really long sequence where they de-aged him, and he was young Robert Downey Jr. in that movie. And for anybody that's seen Samuel L. Jackson de-aged in Captain Marvel, that's some of the most cutting-edge de-aging techniques today. And to tell you the truth, in this movie, for me, it wasn't quite there, and that was another thing that was a little shocking. Now I know that it's fine to make him look a little older, but Jesus, he wasn't far removed from the age that he is.
It really
is what I'm saying.
They were too old to do the de-aging.
Yeah.
Because there's a scene where De Niro is talking with Pacino. Sharon's talking with Hoffa. They're in a hotel room. They're getting ready for bed.
Right.
And they're apparently supposed to be in their late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the scene going, where's the Pediasure and the 20 pills you have to take before you go to bed? Because they're walking and sitting like they're, like they're fucking geriatrics.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't working for me.
Pacino's hair looked better, and I'm not one to talk about hair, but Pacino's hair looked better this time than it usually looks. But I'll tell you this, because he wore a good hairpiece.
Well, not even that. When on a daily basis, his hair looks like he's a crackhead.
Like crazy. Yeah. And this is Al Pacino. He can walk around looking like $1 million, but he doesn't.
No.
And
like a bum.
Yeah, he looks weird.
I feel like a bum.
It's weird. Looks fucking weird.
Looks weird.
It looks weird.
I don't like it. No.
So, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah.
But they just didn't fit it. They just and I to tell you the truth, Dame, like I know that you just switched the pictures back, but I'm glad that you put up some of the pictures, two of the real characters, the real life Frank Sheeran and Jimmy Hoffa.
Because you can see if we go back. Yeah. Right.
They didn't really look it. And
which
really,
is all right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But to tell you the truth, they didn't really. I didn't get it. I didn't get a good vibe from their performances, and they really did look a little too exposed, a little too old to do this. When De Niro's kicking the shit out of the guy that was fucking around with his daughter, his young daughter. I just burped. I'm sorry because I'm a professional reviewer. Thanks. And I feel a lot better now. I just wasn't feeling it. The back in the day, the classic Robert De Niro stomp and who he's laying it in, kicking the shit out of people. I mean, they had him snap a guy's arm just to add the extra drama to the beatdown. But he really, I wasn't feeling it this time.
His daughter.
Yeah. No, that's great. One day, my little daughter. One day. I'll show her how it's done because Daddy loves her. And,
Watch Daddy beat the shit out of some storekeeper.
Kind of like we almost kicked the crap out of somebody last night.
Yeah,
never mind. Yeah. So,
it just seemed like it really wasn't like it was just like Pacino didn't seem like he got into the character. It seemed like Pacino was more or less
playing Pacino again.
Just playing Pacino, just like Brian says, just yelling every 5 minutes, I got nothing. You know?
I'm going to jail.
The
same voice he used when he played Big Boy Caprice and Dick Tracy in 1990.
Yeah, it says, my union.
Yeah. My union.
My union. Fuck them.
Yeah. He leaves us. We're down here.
Yeah. You're over there.
Over there. So
I'm in here. Yeah. You are losers.
It's dark in here. I'm in the dark. So,
why are you late? I don't like lateness.
Oh, Donnie.
Oh, Donnie. Let me tell you something, Donnie. I die for you, Donnie.
Monaco.
I die for you, Donnie.
I die for you, Donnie.
No doubt about it.
That's fucking great. So we got that out of our system.
Yeah.
But yeah, to tell you the truth, folks, I mean, I really wasn't feeling it, to tell you the truth. I was a little let down. I thought it was a little too long. I didn't think that the story flowed well. I was surprised and a little let down that some of Scorsese's classic sequences, like when I was telling him, I was comparing it to even The Wolf of Wall Street and Departed.
Oh, yeah.
The Departed, when the movie starts and there's the whole opening sequence and it ends with DiCaprio doing the goddamn pull-ups. You're watching the motherfucking Departed.
Not too bright, but no offense.
Yeah, and when Martin Sheen goes, you did it all those years. Now I want you to do it for me. That's a Scorsese sequence.
Maybe yes. Maybe fuck yourself.
Maybe go fuck yourself. Those are classic. In Wolf of Wall Street,
lines.
I'm not going home is a classic, and I didn't catch any classic fucking scenes.
Get the loots.
Get the loots. I'm not
dying sober.
That wasn't here, and I know that they're all, but I think they were too exposed. I think that they were too exposed.
Even if Scorsese was trying to change it up a little bit, even if he was trying to change it up a little bit from his usual movies and the usual thing, maybe he was trying to say, hey, let's do something different, that we're not used to, or that the audience.
He was trying to have one more powwow with his three closest actors that he worked with.
He should have just redid Mean Streets with a new cast. I would have been more happy with that.
You know something? I think that they tried to narrow it down to the greatest mafia story that they could tell in that age range, kind of the oldest. Mm-hmm. They should have played older roles.
Especially now with this, Frank Sheeran coming out. I mean, this was also, 18 years ago, where Frank Sheeran reportedly confessed on his deathbed about actually killing Hoffa. And the truth of the matter is that they found enough corroborating evidence to substantiate what he's saying, what he had confessed to.
Right.
You know, so in reality, the possibility that a Frank Sheeran actually killed Hoffa, being that he was his closest friend, he was his bodyguard. Hoffa didn't trust anybody. Hoffa would have never gotten in the car with anybody else, right?
Right.
And you know the fact, so it goes to show that Frank Sheeran was probably 90% the guy who killed Jimmy Hoffa and knew all about what had happened. And if there's any way to get rid of a body, you incinerate it. You know, I mean, they've dumped them. They've dumped them at sea. They dumped them in barrels, glue barrels, cement barrels, buried them. Eventually, someone's going to squeal, and you're going to find Hoffa. You know, the biggest case of all time of missing people. And the fact that they haven't just goes to show that they probably did incinerate him. And he was just, now he's dust. He's gone.
All the years of all the conspiracy theories, if he's buried under the end zone at fucking Meadowlands.
Well, they dug that up because they remade it, and he wasn't there.
No,
you know, and that was the biggest one of all time. Like, everybody's like, he's under the end zone.
You know how many times I heard that in my life? You know, all the conspiracy theories, when it really wasn't that, you know, difficult at all. It was quite simple. You know, he was incinerated.
So I believe that Frank Sheeran did it.
When we've had to incinerate bodies in the past with our old friend Kenny Marr down the street, you know, that is the best way of getting rid of a dead body. You know, we just call Kenny and have the body incinerated.
That's it. You know, that's the best way to do it. And so that's what I think they did. You know, Frank Sheeran walked in, shot him. He had no choice, because when you're in that kind of a situation, when mafia heads want to get rid of this person, and you're in that situation, you know, I'm not saying I'm a mafia expert, but I've researched a lot about the mob and for years.
We've gotten rid of bodies in our time, folks.
Let's not say anything incriminating.
No, I'm not. I'm just joking. This is a YouTube show. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
But so that
who wants to go to Uncle Giuseppe's and cut up the body and put it through the sausage machine? We'll just call Kenny.
All right, Roy DeMeo. But you're right. You know, call Kenny.
Our good friend
Kenny Marr.
Kenny Marr, we love you, buddy. We love you, man. We love
Congratulations.
you. Yes. Bonus Sarah.
But you know, but back to the movie. There's another thing that I found very off-putting. Right. So there's many scenes in the movie where De Niro, Frank Sheeran, shoots people. Obviously, whacks them, kills them, whatever.
Right.
He holds the gun like he's like it's his first time.
The actual whacking of the Jimmy Hoffa character.
That one too.
It was a little disappointing.
It was in 1975. Apparently, the real guy's been whacking people since the fucking 40s. Right? And it was like the first time he ever killed somebody. And the sound.
It was the delivery. We were joking around about Pacino before, and the sound. He was just like,
And my wife said it. My wife immediately after she saw that scene said,
what?
It sounds like he's trying to say, hoo-ah.
When he got his brains blown out.
And it just went,
When Al Pacino gets shot, he goes, and like De Niro was just like, It's like, it was really awkward, actually, to tell you the truth. And then he's dragging him. He's placing the body. He's like... You know, like,
he's breathing heavy.
Yeah, he's like, it's like, this is my hero on screen.
Tony Soprano.
Yeah, I mean, like,
you're breathing.
He's my hero for the last 30 years on screen, and like, you know, and shit.
They're just getting old, man.
Yeah,
I think, you know,
it didn't really come across well for me.
No, it didn't.
Pesci looked older, obviously, because he is, and he retired.
Yeah, and
I respect him for retiring. You know, I mean, sometimes, you know, it's the best way to go. He's so talented.
Yeah.
He was, He's so talented. Even just seeing him towards the end of the movie, I was telling Damien that I really enjoyed his acting.
Yeah.
And he still had the faces, the Pesci faces.
Yeah, and that scene in the hospital.
Yeah. When they're
prison.
deciding to kill him. Yeah, the scene in the hospital and
in the prison. Yeah.
When they're eating bread together, De Niro and Pesci.
De Niro just looked the same, just with gray hair.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hi, Joe. I mean, Russell. Let's just dump this in the. I'm not trying here, but you
just do your acting.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah. No, it was great to see Pesci again.
Yeah.
We're not going to shit on him.
No.
But I just felt that they were exposed. The story wasn't as smooth flowing as it usually is in a Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
And it was too long.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a letdown, and it's a letdown too because you know that this is the last time you're going to get to see them all work together.
Yeah,
I maybe it was just so that they could all come back together and work together.
Maybe, yeah. And in any case with that, if it's that, good for them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Maybe no other studio would put it out there except for Netflix.
Yeah,
maybe that's why this happened.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be grateful that I got to see my heroes back on screen together, but I didn't feel the same creative juices.
No.
So usually even for as recent as Wolf of Wall Street, it was there. For as recent as The Departed, it was still there. I just didn't catch it this time.
Yeah. No, I didn't either. Yeah. It was kind of lagging towards the end.
Yeah.
I thought the makeup and not the makeup, actual makeup, the makeup of the movie and kind of how it did flow. I did think that was kind of good, the way it was, they start out in the car driving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sheeran and Buffalino with their wives.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was good. And how it kept going back to that, kept, backtracking, kept going back to that. And then the end, you realize they're driving to a wedding, Buffalino's cousin's wedding.
Right.
And Sheeran gets told he's got to kill Hoffa.
Yeah.
So I thought that was good. I really, I thought that was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And the scenes with Pesci and De Niro when they talk Italian, I really thought that was cool too.
It was.
That was well put together.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the movie in general, and then the whole thing with the daughter, where it was the young daughter and then the older daughter was Anna Paquin.
Yes.
And she just had this stare. She didn't have a line in the movie except, "Why haven't you?"
That was Joe? Weird. That was weird.
Yeah.
Anna Paquin's highly talented.
Yeah.
She's used sparingly now.
Yeah.
For her to be used this sparingly in a Scorsese movie was a little out of place.
It was weird.
It didn't have to. I think it was, when I have to think about it, I think it was just so that he could get a bunch of actors that he enjoys working with. He wanted to work with Anna Paquin.
But she didn't have any lines except for one.
I think he just wanted to get these people on into a project together.
Yeah,
so that he could work with them with no gloves on. And that's my take on the whole situation. He just wanted to work with some of these people. You want to compare it a little bit to Hoffa?
Hoffa was a great movie.
Yeah.
They got the end wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
That because at the time it was just speculation of what happened.
Yeah.
DeVito's character, because DeVito
I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
This is the thing that pissed me off in hindsight about Hoffa. That after watching this and researching this, like all of these characters existed. Mm-hmm. I never knew Bobby Sciarro didn't.
No, he didn't exist. He was a compilation of real people.
Yeah.
He was basically.
That was Danny DeVito's character in Hoffa, and it was created just so that Danny DeVito, the director, could act with his good friend Jack Nicholson in the supporting role.
Yep.
Bobby Sciarro never existed. Nope. The character from Hoffa. Go ahead.
There was a few characters that or real life people that Danny DeVito used for that character.
Yes.
So it was a combination of multiple people.
All of these characters that we're talking about.
Sheeran, his bodyguard, his his confidant and all this, whatever it is. A few other people. And so he kind of just used that character.
Right.
And in the end, he gets killed too, along with Hoffa, because at the time, again, this was the early 90s when that movie came out. It wasn't known what had really happened to Jimmy Hoffa. There was only speculation.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
in hindsight, it was just
It wasn't
DeVito.
Who was the? Do you remember who the actor was that killed him in Hoffa?
Frank Wally.
It wasn't Frank Wally, folks. It wasn't Frank Wally.
I remember seeing that for the first time because every time I saw Frank Wally, it was in like a funny movie, like Little Monsters. Yeah. And he turns around as Danny DeVito's just
fucking
running
and
like
fucking Jack's like. Fucking see the whole black back of the glass blown out and all that shit.
The best is when he shoots him first, and Jack's just squirming.
Yeah.
Fish out of water.
Right. Gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, do what I gotta do. I was gonna tell me no. Fuck Kennedy and fuck his brother. I thought Jack Nicholson did a great job.
Yeah, we enjoyed Jack
as Hoffa.
As Hoffa more.
He fucking really nailed it.
Yeah, he did.
If you watch the real hearings of Hoffa and of Hoffa being, talking in front of the Senate and real interviews with Hoffa, he fucking nailed it.
Yeah,
he dramatized it a a little bit. He made it a little more dramatic, but he fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was great.
I was just a little let down in hindsight about Chiaro's character not even being great, for real.
It's all right. It's okay.
But it's giving me the coughs right now. But
Danny DeVito, I know you love him.
But he actually looks like my cousin's grandfather, Rudy. So we'll always have that. Nobody knows who Rudy is, but I'll try to get a picture of Rudy.
That's
it looks just like Bobby Chiaro. It's
That's great.
So
you
sorry
need to see
that.
someone. I have a message for them. Yeah. No, give me a piece. Who's got a piece? Remember that scene?
Yeah,
Give me a piece. Give me a piece. That guy, and what's his name, played Provenzano.
Yeah.
What the hell's his name?
I don't know.
He's been in a bunch of movies.
Yes.
Armando Sante.
In Hoffa, yes.
He played Provenzano.
In Hoffa, yes.
And, Provenzano, and because in this movie it just shows Provenzano and Hoffa just have bad, juju between them.
Motherfucker wore shorts to a meeting.
Yeah, he wore shorts to a meeting.
He's 15 minutes late.
But they used to be like best friends.
Yeah.
And because Hoffa couldn't get him his money back, right, or help him with a deal, their relationship became sour,
right,
and so so they wound up hating each other.
Yeah.
And in the movie Hoffa, Armando Sante plays Provenzano.
Yeah.
Or character based.
On
Provenzano, and
he
did it great too. You know?
Yeah, he did. JT Walsh played Fitzy in that movie.
Fitzy.
He was great.
Jimmy!
Yeah, he was. I enjoyed his Fitzy better. Too.
Yeah, his Fitzy was good.
When his car gets exploded and JT Walsh is just like, it's really hilarious. I love JT Walsh.
Yeah,
rest in peace, my friend. Another great actor.
He passed a while.
He was great.
A couple of years ago, right?
No, a long time ago now. 20 years ago now. His last great movie was with Kurt Russell, and it was Runaway. Runaway, Getaway.
No, not Taken. No, not Taken.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I know what
Kurt
you're
Russell.
talking about.
It was with
Kurt
Kurt
kidnapped his wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh,
he was a great talent.
Tip of my tongue too.
Yeah.
I love Kurt Russell.
Runaway?
No, I don't think it's Runaway.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah. It was a suspense movie about trucks. Breakdown. Thank you. It was a suspense movie about trucks too. Yeah. And truckers. And it was I can't put that movie over great. It was a real suspense movie. Kurt Russell was fantastic in it, so was J.T. Walsh, and it was one of his last performances. I think his actual last performance was with Jack Nicholson in Blood and Wine.
Yes.
And he was a fantastic character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. And also he was in Backdraft with Kurt Russell.
Yep.
That was a great movie. He played a great part in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I always thought was cool with J.T. Walsh? When Jack Nicholson won the Oscar for As Good as It Gets in '97, he represented J.T. Walsh in his speech. He goes, "This is for this person and this person." He thanked Miles Davis in his speech, and then he goes, "And this is also for the late great J.T. Walsh."
Yeah. That's awesome.
He represented him in his speech. I always thought that was classy. He acted with them in a few movies.
When Jack Nicholson accepts speeches, it is some of the funniest shit you could see.
Well, he's won about 10 times.
He's baked out of his skull.
Yeah, right. He's wearing his glasses.
He's such a pervert when it comes to women.
Yeah.
But we love him.
Miss him.
I don't think there's anything he could do.
Miss him so much. I think he's dropped out, but I miss Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, he hasn't been in anything recently.
Yeah. He's the granddaddy.
He really is.
He's the granddaddy.
But watch it. If you guys get a chance, look up on YouTube. Jack Nicholson accepts award. Yeah. I mean, it's some of the funniest shit you'll watch.
Yes.
You know, there's one where him and Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Robin Williams just goes off.
Yeah.
And it's so funny.
It's
so funny.
Yeah.
And because Robin Williams, I don't think won the award, but Jack invited him up.
Yeah, I think so.
You
I
know?
think that was Screen Actors Guild.
Yes.
Like Golden Globes.
Something like that. And
it was either Screen Actors or Golden Globes, and I remember him pulling him up on stage on top of it.
Yeah, it was great.
You know,
it was absolutely great.
Yeah.
You know, I could watch that a million times and still laugh every time.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think, you know, again, with The Irishman, for us, it just kind of like fell flat. You know?
Yeah, really didn't have too much. I mean, look at them. It's like, you know, it just, I don't know. If you look at, like, the picture just below right here with De Niro and Pacino, you know, again, they're supposed to be in their late 30s, early 40s. You know, and they don't look anything like it.
Yeah.
Pacino may have a little bit of more of that, like, older, because, you know, Hoff always kind of looked old, you know.
Yeah.
But De Niro, it just didn't fit.
No.
You know.
No.
But Pesci, I mean, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. I like De Niro's portrayal in Joker a little bit. I enjoyed his work in Joker a little bit more than I
didn't see
enjoyed
that
it.
yet.
Yes, I know. We ain't gonna spoil nothing.
I'm fucking pissed.
But he has a more memorable portrayal in that movie for sure. And anybody that's seen it, that's watching this right now, knows what I'm talking about. Much more iconic scene.
I'm gonna watch that this week.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna watch that this week, and then Saturday
let's review the shit out of it on this show.
Yeah, next episode we're gonna review that.
Let's do
because I'm excited. Even my mother saw it and said it was fucking creepy.
It's iconic.
You know, she said it was creepy.
Yeah.
She personally didn't like, because she is a huge Joaquin Phoenix fan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She's like in love with him.
Yeah.
But she had said that she didn't like him like that because it was
so
just too creepy.
Nah, because
what
he had to pull together. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. You can imagine.
That's the thing. He was acting his ass off from the very first fucking second of that movie, and I can't wait to review that movie.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch that this week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Sounds good, pal.
That's what we're going to talk about.
Sounds good.
Motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
Does the best Pacino.
I can't make the racial slur.
No, not Pacino, but Pesci from Casino.
You put your shit you put your shit kicking heels up on the table and call my friend that? I can't say it. I can't say it on camera.
You can say it.
No, I'm not saying it.
Why?
Because we respect people.
I'll bleep it out.
You motherfucker, you.
you go apologize.
Frankie! Dominic! Dominic!
Dominic. Frankie, you piece of shit! That was horrible, man. That scene, I always feel so bad that because even
cracked. And his brother. Your brothers.
Because in reality, they were apparently taken to a basement. Yeah. Right. Yeah. What's his name? Spilotro. Yeah. And his brother, Anthony Spilotro and Mike Spilotro. They were apparently taken to a basement. Right. Right. Yeah. And somewhere in
Nevada.
No, Illinois. And as soon as they were apparently told they were going to be made. Right. And as soon as they got into the house and they went downstairs, they saw everybody there.
That was it.
And he knew.
Yeah.
Apparently, from witness testimony, he knew. Yeah. So he asked if he could say a prayer first, and they didn't let him.
Yeah, right.
And they literally made him watch as his brother was beaten to death with pipes and fists and stuff like that. Yeah. And even the guy who Frank kind of played off of, Frank Vincent played off of, what was his name? Can't think of his name. He wrote a book. He worked with Tony Spilotro. Yeah. And then he flipped and all that. And, even he said it was, because he had no part in that, as opposed to the movie showing that he did. He had no part in it. Mm-hmm. But he did, he heard what happened, and he thought that was horrible. Yeah. Nobody should have to do that, you know. But they had enough.
Even in this movie that we've been reviewing, they kill who was the character in the seafood restaurant? that you were saying?
Oh, Joe Gallo.
Joe Gallo.
Yeah.
When they killed Joe Gallo, they killed Joe Gallo on his birthday in front of his daughter.
Well, you know why, though.
And they're narrating to tell them. They tell the message. They said so they know how it feels.
They did that because Joe Gallo put the hit out on Joe Colombo.
Right.
When Joe Colombo worked for the Italian American, whatever you call it, he was running a thing for Italian Americans and parades.
Sons of Italy.
Yeah, Sons of Italy and all that, and he was shot on the orders of Joe Gallo in front of his family.
Yeah,
you know,
there's a big sequence about that
in the movie, in the middle of fucking public.
So that's why
at Columbus Circle. Yeah. And so it was like a message.
Yeah, they do those vendetta things in our world.
Yeah.
So
it was in the great Italian American world.
Yeah. that we were born into on both sides.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's why all my family's fighting.
You're like, I gotta go. Damn, I need you to help me dig a hole. What? Why?
No questions. He wouldn't ask. Yeah, he wouldn't.
Don't want to know. I'll do it, but I don't want to.
He wouldn't ask.
Just do it and leave. No, you take care of the rest. I'm fine.
Yeah, right. All right.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen it, I mean,
we give it. If you had to give it between 1 and 5 stars, 1 and 5 tomatoes, 1 and 5.
2.
2.
2.5.
I'll give it 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
2.5. I can't go up to 3. I wouldn't feel right with myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel right.
We're sorry, guys. We really
terribly
are.
Sorry. But we must admit, though, these actors
have been amazing
iconic,
in other portrayals.
Yes, iconic.
We're not trying to be hard.
No.
We love them.
No.
Cape Fear was brilliant.
There are heroes.
Goodfellas was brilliant.
Yep.
Casino is one of my favorites ever.
Mean Streets, Casino.
All of them.
All of them. And Pacino in all his movies, because this was the first time Pacino worked with Scorsese.
Yeah.
And
when De Niro walked in just a few years ago in American Hustle, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
every other movie they've ever done was absolutely amazing. I can't badmouth any of them.
Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling it this time.
Yeah.
And I'm just being honest.
But we love you guys.
We love yous, though. We love you guys that watch us and support us.
Yep.
Please send all of your questions. If you want to ever join our chat, you can see it right there.
Yep.
Right here on YouTube. Every Saturday, 5:30. On Twitter, you'll catch...
Well, 4:30, 5:30.
4:30, 5:30. You know, whatever we feel like.
We'll post on our Facebooks the day before, letting you know what time.
Yes.
Please like, share, subscribe.
Hit that bell.
Yeah, definitely hit the bell for notifications.
Yes.
That way you can know what time we're going on.
Correct.
And also check out the other videos on the Leadfoot production, our production YouTube, pretty much.
Yeah.
For all the other videos, there's going to be new ones coming up soon. Check out the previous ones. Tell me what you think about them.
This kid is making a lot of wonderful parody videos on Facebook.
We got a couple of new ones coming out, too.
You have to hear some of his audio parodies with the Stroheim character. And hype your other work.
The Stroheim interviews. Yeah. It's basically Stroheim is a guy, an Englishman, very proper, and he interviews just day-to-day people. Previously interviewed Santa Claus and
it was
another
hilarious.
Kentuckian.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, pretty much every one of his interviews goes wrong. So, you know, check them out. Really, tell me what you think.
Try to catch these shows.
Yeah.
They're not long.
No.
They're really funny and entertaining to listen to. We're going to come out with a new show this week, a parody show called The Snow Show. Check your local listings for that on Facebook.
Yes.
All right, it's coming out soon.
I'm
going to be involved in that.
I'm very excited about this show.
Yeah, I think we stumbled onto a good idea for a show, and I hope you guys like it.
Yes, we hope you enjoy it. So don't forget to, share this with as many people as you want to.
Yeah.
Tell everybody how it is. If you don't like it, well, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
If you like it, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications.
Yes.
And, we hope to see you guys next week, Saturday, right here on YouTube, Leadfoot Productions.
At Russ Pappy on Twitter.
At Leadfoot Stream on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, you can check us out on Facebook. We'll put the links and everything in the description.
Russ Pappy, Damian Coleman.
We love you guys. We hope you have a great week. And also, too, if you guys want us to discuss anything, if you have any ideas or a movie or any topic that you want us to discuss, send us as much feedback as you want. Let us know what you want to hear, you want us to talk about. Even if you want to just have a shout out, we'll give you a shout out. So, stick around, Check it out. There's going to be a lot of great things coming up on this YouTube channel. I'm fucking really excited.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I am too.
You guys are going to love the new shows.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
White heaven, Damien. Again, white heaven.
Yeah, white heaven. And if you guys don't like it, again, go fuck yourself. I really don't care. We love you guys. It's
Good
Russ.
show, buddy.
I'm Damien.
See you next week, everybody.
Russ. We love you. Have a great